Hi, I'm Gabriel, and this is Learning English Path. And in this lesson, I'm going to teach you the English vocabulary for textures in food. Okay, this is an English vocabulary lesson on food texture. So that means how the food feels in your mouth, okay? We've had a lesson on food tastes, and you can go back and watch that YouTube lesson. But this one is about food texture. All right, so let's get started. I'll go in alphabetical order. All right, you can imagine how this would feel in your mouth, right? It would not be just, it goes in your mouth and then you bite once and then you swallow it. This would be a kind of very chewy texture, which means you have to bite a lot, okay? You have to keep biting and chewing and chewing and chewing before you can swallow the food. So this is chewy. Okay, I'm going to leave a space after I say each word so that you can leave 5 seconds and then say the words back. Okay, to yourself, so that you can practice your pronunciation. All right, so that's chewy. And now this one. Now this, you can see the outer edges of this meat, whatever it is crispy. So you can see it's been cooked a little bit, and it would make a little bit of a noise when you bite into it. But inside, it would not be crispy. It's only on the outside. All right, so it's crispy. All right, this one is not just crispy. We call this crunchy. So this makes a loud noise when you're chewing on it. When you bite it and when you're chewing on it, it makes a loud noise and crunches in your teeth. So we call it crunchy. Okay, remember to wait a few seconds before saying the word back, before repeating the word, to give your mind the chance to really say the word in your head so that your pronunciation will be more accurate. That's a pronunciation technique that is very valuable. All right, now this kind of food is very dry. So you probably already know what dry means, like a desert, right? And it means the same if we're talking about food. Okay, if there's no moisture, if there's no liquid, it's very dry. Often we use this with salty foods. Dry. The next one is the opposite of dry. Okay, you can see here there's a lot of liquid here, right? It's very moist. If you bite into it, it won't be dry at all. It will be very kind of wet, and we call that moist. Okay, the next one is even more than moist. We say juicy. And we often use the word juicy when we're talking about a steak or some kind of meat, and it's moist meat. We say juicy. All right, now this one is creamy. It's kind of a thick liquid, right? Creamy. Now we can also use this word to describe other foods like avocado, for example. An avocado is a kind of creamy fruit. It's thick and moist, creamy. All right, now this one, other than the fact that it does look dry compared to the ones we've been looking at, it is also very crumbly, right? It easily falls apart. It easily comes apart like this, right? You get little crumbs everywhere. So we say crumbly. All right, now this, it's obviously a croissant, right? Kind of bread. And it's not, it does look crumbly, but for this kind of thing, we don't say crumbly. We say flaky, because these are flakes that can come off, right? Not just crumbs. These little ones are crumbs. They look more like stones or rocks, right? But here, they look like slates, right? They're these thin little flakes coming off. So that's why we say flaky. All right, now this, of course, it's a pizza, but look at the pizza. What do you think that feels like in your mouth? Right? It feels maybe very oily, or you could say greasy, right? Not a healthy kind of feeling in your mouth, although it might be addictive for some people. Greasy. All right, now these are almonds, and almonds are very hard, right? Just like stones. So if you're eating a food that is maybe tough to bite into, you could say tough as well, or you could say hard. And this one is the opposite of hard, right? This is soft. So if you're eating any kind of food, doesn't have to be a soft boiled egg like this, but any kind of food that is like this can be soft. All right, and this one is when the liquid is very thick and soft like this, right? It is gooey. Gooey. And the last one here we have some mushy peas. So any food that is like this, whether it's good or bad, right? Usually when we're talking about mushy food, it's not a good thing. It's maybe something has got too much liquid in it, or it's been left for a long time, right? So it's mushy. In this case, the mushy peas are supposed to be that way, but this is mushy. All right. Now, before you have the memory game, so don't go anywhere. There's going to be a memory game in just a minute. I just want to let you know, if you don't already have my 101 songs to learn English, it's completely free. It's PDF. It will be sent to your email. Just click the link in the description and get that. And please do subscribe for more video lessons like this. Now, you're going to play a memory game where the picture is going to come up on your screen and you will have a few seconds to say what it is, and then it'll tell you. And you'll get all of the words coming up, but you'll get them repeated, okay, to make sure that those words are really in there. It uses a technique called spaced repetition, which I do have another video about, but it's a memory game to make sure you remember all of these words, all right? So enjoy, keep learning, and keep going.